Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jeff with Gamestork, and today let the rumor mill continue to spin. This time about Retro Studios. Gamestork, delivering news, reviews, and playthroughs like a newborn baby. So the question we've all been asking ourselves, or at least people who follow retro and are just absolutely intent on finding out exactly what they're working on for the Nintendo Switch, what they've been doing for these years, for these few years that we haven't heard from them, what's going on, what kind of projects there, so on and so forth. With all this, rumors continue to circulate about what they're working on. And one of the rumors is that they are working on a new Metroid game, which is what, I'll be honest, this is the one that we absolutely positively want the most. I think as a fan of the Metroid series, and also a Nintendo fan, being a part of a large group of other Nintendo fans, I believe that the outcry for a new Metroid game has been nothing less than phenomenally loud, okay? And I think that Nintendo needs to listen, and having Retro done such a good job in the past with this and also the Donkey Kong franchises, I believe that they'd be perfect to already have been working on this. Now, just looking at general rumors that have been circling about releases for the Nintendo Switch, first I want to talk just a hair about the two other ones that are supposedly coming, which both would be from Ubisoft. Now, Metroid obviously is rumored, but also the new Assassin's Creed is rumored, plus LA Noire to be revealed for the Nintendo Switch this summer at E3. Now, rumors are suggesting that Metroid, Assassin's Creed, and LA Noire will be announced for the console at E3 this year. Take this stuff with a grain of salt. This has been circled around 25 million times, and is something that, as fans, yes, it's great to speculate and it's great to talk about it a little bit, but also we need to be extremely careful in just simply believing anything just because we hear it for the sake of believing it, right? So, knowing this, we go into this and say, yes, I would love that new Assassin's Creed, which is also rumored to be in Egypt, to be on the Nintendo Switch. And although I did play LA Noire, I would be excited to see how the facial features would function on the Switch and how it could handle it. Now, the thing is about this is that specifically on Retro Studios, there have been quite a few follow-ups going all the way back to last year, in which not a lot of things have changed since that point. Now, last year, it was established that Retro Studios was working on a new IP set to release in 2017. At that point, the Nintendo Switch was still called the Nintendo NX, which now we know obviously is the Switch, even though the NX is still a pretty awesome name. Come on. But Retro Studios is sort of like the Rare of modern Nintendo, a sort of first-party studio that consistently churns out amazing titles for the company. And after bringing Samus to the 3D plane with the Metroid Prime trilogy, they went on to make two excellent new entries of Donkey Kong as well, which were really good. And naturally, fans are curious at this point as to what the studio is busy working on now. But it seems the inevitable next game will probably be something unexpected. And I can't say at this point, again, take all this stuff with a grain of salt. This is just a rumor mill. You've seen the thumbnail of this video labeled rumor, okay? But at this point, the best information I suppose that we can go off of is from Emily Rogers from last year, where she posted saying that she spoke to sources saying that Retro Studios, the project itself was not Metroid or Donkey Kong Country, but that it was a new IP. She also went on to say that it wasn't Diddy Kong Racing 2. Sorry, guys. I know there was a kind of an uprise of the conversation for Diddy Kong Racing after Mario Kart being super successful, and I would love another Diddy Kong Racing 2, but it appears that if this is true, you know, if somehow she is right about this, it means that the game that they're working on is going to be some new type of IP. And don't get me wrong, I'm not upset about that. I think that it could be great. However, I believe that the Nintendo Switch would be benefited like by a very large margin with an open world Metroid Prime 4 first-person shooter adventure game. Now that just sounds too good to be true, honestly. But maybe one day it'll happen. Now, Reggie Fils-Aimé, this past year when asked about Metroid Prime, he smiled in the interview that I watched, and he said, hey, ask me about this in 1 year, and then we'll talk Metroid Prime. So apparently something is going to be announced at some point, and that they are working on something. Otherwise, he'd just say, no, we're not thinking about that, you know. So that gave us hope as Nintendo fans to believe that at some point, Metroid Prime is inevitable for the console. And this is a game that, although years ago wasn't necessarily a system seller, a first-person shooter for the Nintendo Switch that's made at a high quality, such as other games that Retro would have made, would be very good. I mean, look at the sales of other first-party shooters among other consoles. This would attract other people that love that genre to this console. Call of Duty, Battlefield, all those games. And as great as those are, they cannot offer what Metroid Prime can offer in terms of adventure, in terms of memorability. Because don't get me wrong, I'll play Call of Duty, but at the same time, every year it's pretty much the same thing remanufactured, almost the same maps. You pay them another $60 plus whatever for the DLC, $100, and there you go. You have pretty much the same game upgraded every single year, except the fact that they're actually going back to WWII, as it's titled, instead of World War II. But it's one of those things. I honestly believe that if Nintendo can pull this off, and somehow Retro is working on Metroid Prime 4 instead of something new, I believe that would benefit the sales of the console. I think that today, Metroid could definitely be a system seller if it's made correctly. If it's made as that first-person shooter adventure game, and that it's also, I suppose as Zelda put it, open air. Because it seems as if, looking at Mario Odyssey, that the Nintendo first-party games are looking to go big, looking to go open air, looking to really encourage us to jump into our own set of adventures, as we did in Breath of the Wild. Everything in that game was a unique adventure to you yourself. And as such, it was very, very awesome to play. And I've never talked about a game quite so much to other people so long about so many different things that don't even matter really in real life. So this is something that I think Nintendo is really kind of getting on board with. And they have just brought the open world game to a new level. I think Mario Odyssey is going to be way more open than we believe. And following in this, if Metroid is coming and it's following suit with the open world concept or open air concept, then this game will be phenomenal. And I just can't say that enough. I have nothing but hope for this game, and because of what Reggie said, whether it's Retro or not, I believe wholeheartedly that this is coming. I can't tell myself that Metroid is not coming to this console. I can't tell myself anymore that Metroid is not going to be in this console generation. You know, I refuse to be the individual that concedes this. And forevermore, until I get this game, I'm going to cry out and I'm going to shout and I'm going to be like, Nintendo, come on guys, it's time to give us the game that we want. And as great as all these other things are, as great as Animal Crossing is, which that's another rumored game that's going to come, and trust me, I'll buy that one too. I'm really excited because I love that. I love pretty much everything so far that's been rumored to come out. Even the Pokemon game. Oh man, I'm so excited about the possibility of Pokemon Stars being on the Nintendo Switch. And I'm excited about the port of Pokken Tournament, and I'm excited about other possibilities of Pokemon games. There's just so many that it's hard to just, focus on just the one. But the one that I'm looking for in the show is at E3 during their direct, when everyone's watching, when the entire world's watching, is for Samus to show up and to kick some serious butt. Okay, that's what I want to see. I want to see this open air concept in Metroid. I want to see this on the Nintendo Switch running, and I want to see it alongside things like Dark Souls 3 and just this amazing showing at E3. And to be honest with you, I don't believe that the showing at E3 will be that powerful. Even with Mario and stuff, I don't think it'll be that just overwhelmingly great unless they cover every single style of play, every single genre. And this is necessary for them to cover that first-person shooter adventure game. If they have Pokemon, they already have turn-based. With Fire Emblem, they have the tactics, they have, you know, the adventure game, the open world. They have all those things. They have the Mario, which is a mix of platformer and open world adventuring. They have everything, and they just need this Metroid. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I certainly appreciate you guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. Comment below. I will respond to your comment if you do. So don't feel like this is a channel like the others. I really want to talk to you and hear what you have to say. And if you do comment below, I'll do everything within my power to comment back to you. Again, thank you so much for listening. My Stork Force out there. That's what we're going to call you guys. Well, Stork Force. Subscribe to the Stork Force. Stork Force. That's you. Anyway, we'll see you next time, and we'll have some more fun then.